Hi everyone, this is my presentation for Assessment 3 in Capstone. Before I start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Marcos and I have been working in Australia for the past 5 years as a project manager, which requires a lot of effort and a lot of organizing skills. Australian market is a very competitive market, and with no more delongs, I would like to introduce my research title, which is Challenges and Solutions for Improving the Process of Engineering Projects to Achieve Performance Requirements such as completion on time. With the help of the facilitator, I have proposed four different questions. The first one, what difficulties arise during the engineering project's planning phase? What planning tools and methods are used to manage? How to keep the timeline of the project? Which strategies can be used during the planning phase? Moving to the findings. During the planning phase, the most common issue that were identified was the lack of clarity and the inconsistency of the project management approach. So, in other words, strategy. The important finding that I found was that doing the timeline estimative, it's a very important phase of the planning. If something goes wrong during this stage, definitely the project can go wrong and will not meet the requirements to achieve the goals planning at the beginning. Very interesting fact is 97% of the business believe that the project management is essential for the business and for the operation. And that means that to make sure that the project can go well, or we definitely need a specific team to take care about the project. It's not possible just to create a project without have someone to managing this project. And as part of this crucial list, communication is on the top, and that is I believe that is not very surprising. After all, if you cannot communicate it, if you cannot delegate the message, the project cannot go on, cannot move on, and that is really important for the project. As recommendation, every project is unique, and some chores are reasonably straightforward and reliable. Others are quite risky and challenging. It requires a different approach when it comes to how the project is supposed to be managed. When we have a project that it can be used as a reference, something that was done before and has similar tasks, it's easy to adopt something that it is existing. But when the project is very unique, very specific, will require some research to improve the solutions and all the resources available to make sure that we are adopting the best solution as possible. Other important things that I could recommend: communication. It's very important for any project for sure. So keeping on track and keeping everyone that is involved informed to make sure that the project is running at the same page for everyone involved. Time management. This is something that to improve all this stuff has to be training to make sure that everyone can estimate properly every task and do not overrun and delay any tasks that is required to complete the project. And independent of the strategy that will be adopted to carry on the project, the important thing is to keep in monitoring in case that it's possible to change. It's quicker when we have the project being monitored. Conclusion: to stay current of new technologies and solutions, updates in ongoing research are required to discover the best tools and resources accessible to take any challenge at any level of project management. All questions have been researched to discover the best response at this time, and it has been determined that they are significant and relevant to everyone involved in the process of increasing knowledge on a personal and professional level. Adopting approaches and combining them with the current research has proven to be critical for project management to be success. Independent of the strategy that you're planning to implement or what are your concerns, the best thing that we can do is to first identify the problem, then evaluate all the options. After that, we can start planning and move on to the execution of the project. I'm just sharing all my references with you. I would like to thank you for watching my presentation. During this time was really challenging for me. That was the first time that I started doing a research at a master level, and all these references they are ethical and reliable. Uh, I didn't have to use any personal interview. And before I go, I just do like to share with you a quote that I really like. There are no secrets to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure. One more time, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great night.